Hey friends, what's going on? Keder here on a beautiful, beautiful day, my friend. Actually just pulling off, doing some gas. Just finished. I'm here with my daughters. Both of them is in the back with me. They're sleeping. But I want to make this video today, guys. I want to talk about, let's take a ride together, me and you. We're going to take a ride. My daughter's sleeping, man. Gotta go and fix something in her head. But anyway, guys, what do you must focus on if you're a newbie? It's crazy I'm talking about focus in this video. Don't worry, I'm not holding the camera. I'm paying attention to the road. My hands are free as I'm driving, so not holding the camera. I have something in the mirror that's actually holding it. But anyway, let's talk about if you're a newbie. What must you focus on if you're a newbie? You just getting started in your business. What must you focus on? Because there's so much on the internet. You can get lost so easily. If you're a newbie, there's so much information. There's so much stuff. There's so many gurus that you can follow. There's so many people that promise you they have the goods. They have the good stuff. They've made it. They're sharing with you. And you feel kind of paralyzed. You feel kind of paralyzed. Watch this video in its entirety, and I'm gonna tell you what do you need to focus on. If you're a newbie, you're just getting started, you really want to build a business for yourself, you want to have this whole lifestyle of being your own boss, do whatever you want, create an online business that can potentially create the type of income that you want for your family, not have to worry about going to get a job. What must you focus on in the beginning? Okay? Alright, first thing first, guys, you must focus on your mindset. Mindset is huge. Why? Because when you come in as an entrepreneur, you don't have the mindset of a successful person. Okay? Specifically, if you had the example of your parents or your peers, your friends, your family, you see everybody, they work a job. Now you're trying to make it without a job. So you're already going against the flow of what you believe, of what your mind believes. Now, there's what's called the subconscious mind. The subconscious mind, you cannot tell the subconscious mind what to believe, right? You can only affect it. Remember, I can't just tell my mind, like me, I'm Haitian, right? And from the time that I was raised in my house, they always cook rice. And if you're from the islands, you're from the Caribbean, you know that. We eat rice all the time. Like if we don't eat rice for the day, we feel like we haven't eaten. We can eat like 10 burgers, we can eat fries, everything that anybody else would eat from different culture. They'll feel like, oh, we had our meal. But us, it's like if we don't eat the rice, we feel like, man, the day went by we didn't eat. Why? It is because our mind, that's what we've been subconsciously. That's what we've been fed the whole life. That's what we see in our culture from the time that we was brought up. So it affected our mind. So if we truly want to change that, we would have to change the way that we think, right? So, same thing goes. When you get into business, you get started for yourself, if you're not willing to take care of your mind, you're not going to go long term. You're not going to go further on because it's different. When you get into entrepreneurship, it's different. It's not like working a job. Nothing is promised. You can't just do as little as possible and get as much as you can. Like when I used to work a job, I used to work at a shoe store. I remember my goal is to work as little as possible to get my paycheck. That's all that I worried about. I need to get my paycheck. I hated selling shoes. I hated, being in the shoe store and being a rep, telling people about shoes. Little did I know, my career I went into sell, but in a whole different direction. I didn't know. I didn't have any form of training that helps me understand what life is all about. I didn't have no mindset. None of that stuff. It was just, it's a job. Do as little as you can so that you can get a paycheck. So therefore, that does not encourage my artistic ability, who I am, the whatever that is instilled inside of me. It doesn't help me grow. So when you become an entrepreneur, you must be willing to work on your mindset as the first thing. How do you do that? Read books. Read successful people Read manuals of different successful people, their biography, what are they doing? Find in the books what they're doing. They share this information freely. You can go to YouTube, Facebook, wherever. Start pouring in. Because see, your mind, you can't just let it be unoccupied. Like people say, hey, I won't read. If you never read, the last time that you read when was you left high school. You know, once you left high school, you never read. Or once you left college, you never put anything in your mind. You just let it be a blank canvas. Your mind doesn't work that way. It needs to be fed. So if you're not feeding it any information, you're gonna pick up subconsciously. Your subconscious mind is gonna pick up on whatever garbage is. Or, you know, it could be garbage, it could be some good, but most of the world around you, if you're not around successful people all day, most of what you're gonna see, most of what your mind is gonna pick up is gonna be subconsciously garbages. You know, it's not stuff that you're looking for, right? Because the lifestyle you're around, the people you're around, their mindsets is not the mindset of someone who's successful. So somewhat you have to be able to affect your mind. You have to be able to affect your subconscious. And the way you do that is by affecting your belief, is by pouring in the stuff that you want. So first thing, you start reading, you start pouring in stuff that you want so that you can grow yourself to that level. Okay? So that's the first thing, is to affect your mind. Once you affect your mind now, like, then you're gonna get into the mechanic. But you know, the craziest thing is that a lot of people don't understand. Soon as I see my income start going down, or I'm in a place where my business is not rocking. Like, let's say I had a really great month, like, you know, 5 months ago I was rocking, I was rolling, and in this month, or like, you know, 6 months later, I find myself in a hole in my business, or things is not going right. Do you know I don't go look at my strategies first? Like, a lot of people will go back and say, hey, let me go look at my strategies. Let me go look at, you know, whether I was posting ads, whatever I was doing, whatever the case is, you know, whether I was doing this Facebook ads, I was doing this, you know, email, this Craigslist strategy, or whatever the case. I go into looking at what was my mindset at that moment. What was I thinking? How did I feel? What was the thing that was going on inside of me? I try to duplicate that. I try to look back to see what was going on in my mind. What was the mindset I carry at that moment? Because success is 95% mindset. It's 90% mindset, 10% technical. You know, some people would say 80% mindset and 20% technical. But it's just to show you that the mindset is so much more important, because if you don't figure that part out, if you don't figure out the fact that you have to have the right mindset, you have to work on your mind in order for you to push through, to make stuff happen, you're not even going to get to the part of dealing with the technical, because the technical will give you hell. And if you don't have the right mind to keep pushing as a newbie, to keep going, you're not going to win long term. I can promise you that. So you definitely want to work first thing on your mind, okay? Now, second thing that you need to work on, let's get into the technical a little bit, right? Let's get into the technical a little bit. The technical now, you must understand that business is run through people, okay? One of the number one skill set that you need to have is to learn how you can impact people. Learn how you can impact people by solving the problems. So now you need to start shifting your mind. I'm a problem solver. Now, how can I solve problem in whatever niches that I'm in? I'm giving you the goods, guys. I'm giving you the stuff that's gonna make you millions. Okay, now I know you guys can say, hey, let's get capture page, autoresponder, and all that craziness. That's cool. You can learn all that stuff easily. But the true stuff that's gonna help you impact a lot of people, make a lot of money, change a lot of lives, it is understanding how to communicate with people, understanding how to have relationship with people. Because I'm telling you, that is so much more powerful, because any strategy you could use right now. I have a couple of friends of mine who was killing, when I say killing Google AdSense, those guys, they were making $100,000 a month, making $1 million off Google AdSense. And I saw their paycheck, and I saw their checks. The checks was coming, $100,000 with Google AdSense. Never have to speak with anybody, none of that stuff, right? And then boom, Google had this Panda update, and then everything changed. Now they was making $100,000 a month, and it came down to $50,000. And you know, and in the next month it was like 20, and the next month it's like 10, and the next month it's 0. It dried out completely. And now, if you're building a business, you're so comfortable, you're so reliable on just the technical. Now the technical is giving you hell. What are you gonna do now? You're at 0, and the strategy was working, it's not working, it's done. You cannot use it anymore. What are you gonna do? If you're a newbie, you more likely will say, this stuff doesn't work, you go back to a job. But if you don't have your mind right, you done with the business. But if you do have your mind right, if you do understand that I can always build this stuff, right? It's a long-term process. There's always people, there's always problem to fix. I can fix the next problem. I can get into a marketplace and serve a purpose to a specific group of people, and I can create more cash flow. You're not gonna have that problem if you can understand that, okay? So, on the technical side, what I highly recommend you have, is to build a home for yourself. Build a home, which is somewhere people can find you, where you can capture the information and give them data, okay? You can capture the information. You can have a lead capture page, whatever you want to call it, whatever you use, lead pages, it doesn't matter, click funnels, whatever you use. Have somewhere where people can actually find you, which is a home, and you are able to give them something that they're looking for. You can capture the information, and that can make a difference if you're looking into the technical. And then from there, don't be afraid to spend in your business, spend into advertising to grow, okay? Whatever you start making, if you're a newbie, think it's a business, okay? Don't just go out there and spend every bit of money that you make and thinking that a business is gonna run on free. Yeah, you're gonna be there for a long time, and you're gonna be there for a rude awakening if that's how you go. So invest into your business. That's the next stage. Invest until you can grow. Only money invested you ever have the hope of ever seeing back. I don't care if it's food you bought, I don't care if it's sneakers, whatever you bought, you'll never see that money back again. Never. You don't even have no hope of ever seeing it back unless you go return the stuff that you bought, which means you cannot have your cake and eat it too. You cannot have a sneakers and keep your money. So the only money that you ever have the chance, ever have the hope of ever seeing back is money that you invested. Okay, money you either invested into a course, invested into yourself, invested into traffic, invested into something, invested into a business deal. Money that is invested is the only money that you have ever have the hope of ever seeing back. So take this one. Hopefully that can help you as a newbie, as some advice that I could give you being in the game for 4 years and still going strong. And maybe those things can help you. And if you do find value in this video, if you have any questions, let me know. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you think. That was Keder, guys. I appreciate you. Also, subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed to this channel. Be sure to share with a friend. Let them know I'm sharing some massive information that can help you take yourself to the next level, your business to the next level. I believe in you. You can do this, man. Let's do it. Anyway, guys, that was Keder. Like, share this video, comment. I'll see you guys later. Bye.